Hi there, this is VEDA 22, and today is Good Friday, and I just want to say that anything that I mention today, I'm going to be extremely cautious. I don't plan on offending anybody, so if I accidentally do, I really apologize. Good Friday, I usually always have a day off, and my dad never has to go into work. However, with my dad's job, he had to go in today on Good Friday because it wasn't observed as a holiday, and it did not fall into his every other Friday rotation. So that really sucks. And my sister had to go into school today because her district had to make up a school day for the one they lost due to the freeze warning we had in February. And so they picked today to do it. And the university library peer labs were open so students could go do their studies, which actually makes sense because college kids are much older. Sorry about that. Oh, my face is dry. Um, sorry, it is bothering me today. Anyway, because well, so anyway, and so the no bus driver on the shuttle bus had complained or made a comment that she wished they had a Good Friday off, like places used to. But I understand, certain places have to be open all the time, like the hospitals and certain power chemical plants, whatever. And she commented that stores used to be off on Sundays, and now it's not observed what it used to. She was looking at the religious viewpoint, and I'm going to be very careful about that because I don't want to offend anybody who thinks things differently than I do. Uh, so growing up, my dad never had to work on Good Friday, and I never had to go to school then. When I was, elementary through high school. Sorry about my face. Ugh, it is dry today from the pool. So forgive me for that. And even early college, I went to school on Good Friday. Okay, turn the camera. These past few years, though, since I've been driving, I've been going to mass on Good Friday. I am Catholic, so if you're not, that's fine. I respect it. And anyhow, so my Good Fridays, I usually go to like Station of the Cross and then the mass and as far as other activities, oh god, my face. Just forgive me on that. And the last few Good Fridays, I pretty much either studied around it or had some fun. And today, I did my studies, went to church, and then went to see my boyfriend. And then now I'm doing this video, obviously, at 11:20 at night. I do have a long song in the background, so it can help with my time on the video. And I'm gonna call a friend back in a few minutes, so I want to get this done. Anyway, so enough of the Good Friday. I want to get into creative feelings for a little bit because everybody handles things very, very differently. And one of the strategies that I want to talk about for just a quick minute involving, going to church and a few other ways. For those of you who like it, I'm just going to briefly hold up this Hope the Prayer Bear. That's one of my ways of coping is praying and getting through the day with prayer books. I'll get into that briefly because, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. And then for those out there who like to do things differently, another set of creative feelings would be like exercise, journaling. I mentioned that one before. Various kinds of writing, like poems. I've done that before. Some people write a book, put their imagination and their thoughts and their minds into a novel. That is fantastic. Um, and what else is there? Listening to music is wonderful, pretty feeling. So I've got a song in the background right now called "Fly Robin Fly." It's I think the 70s or 80s, one of those two. I have a disco CD in the thing. And what else besides music? Spending time with friends is a great way to express feelings. And I'm going to probably stop right there because I want to be very careful. Sorry if I come across differently. today was just unusual. Oh, sorry about the screen again. Ah, hate that. And also too, another thing that I want to get into. Oh, something positive for today. Take my mind off of things a little bit. Okay, trying to move the camera up just a tad. Sorry about that. A friend of mine who lives in North Richland Hills wrote a book called The Monster Hunters, The Children Eating Troll, based on like her 5th grade experience and so forth, and used her imagination and was doing trolls and monsters, you know, rather than like students and kids. And she did it in a really fantasy way, and I bought a copy of the book and I read it and I absolutely loved it, and I got her autograph and it was phenomenal. I bought her first copy on her birthday last year, so it was really wonderful thing to do. And that brings back to creative writing, using her imagination, using her feelings towards it. And that also ties into inspiration, where I somewhat felt even more inspired now to write a book for myself, or maybe write a novel eventually, and, you know, put my imagination out into it and make something out of it someday. And I'm about to cut the video off for the night, but anyway, so I know I might have rambled on today about Good Friday, creative feelings, and so on. If you don't subscribe, please do so over here. Any comments, criticisms, suggestions, please go ahead and do that. I do have some upcoming topics for the rest of the month, and I promise you will really enjoy them. And I'm going to have to go because it is getting pretty late, and I've got a very, very long day tomorrow. So who knows what time I'll get the VEDA done. But I will definitely talk about something fun tomorrow. And if you have any opinions on what I talked about today, I also want them, because discussions are very important. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.